Dear Diary, you're not going to believe the news that I have for you. Austin, yes, you heard me right, Austin asked me to be his girlfriend. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's the most popular kid at our school. You've barely been here a month. What in the world could he want with you? Believe me, your guess is as good as mine. Other girls tell me to watch out, that he's dangerous. Just talk to his exes, they say. But honestly, in all reality, I think they're just jealous because they don't know what this feels like. After all, who cares what they think anyway? It's just an innocent relationship. What could possibly go wrong? Dear Diary, tonight, I went out on my first date with Austin. A movie, then dinner. If I could put how it went into one word, magical. I know this may sound crazy, but I think he's my soulmate. He's so different from the other guys I've dated. He makes me feel so safe and loved. I can tell he trusts me too, because he says that I look like a girl who wouldn't ever leave him, no matter what. Everything right now genuinely feels like a dream come true. As for those other people who doubted Austin and I've decided to drop them. Austin said it was probably the best for me anyways, because we need to be focusing on only each other. Sure, it might sound bad, but I swear it's really not. He just really cares about me, more than anyone else does. Austin is the only one I need. Forever. Dear Diary, it's been a few months since Austin and I started dating. I guess you can say we've hit that point in our relationship where we're finally comfortable enough to have disagreements and work through them. I guess when I say work through them, I mean he tells me what I do wrong and I apologize. I know it sounds bad, but most of the disagreements we have are my fault anyways. Because of this, I've learned how to keep things pretty calm for the most part. 1. Let him know where I'm going. Always. It's pretty simple. I answer my text messages right away. As long as he knows where I am, who I'm with, why I'm going there, and how long I'll be there, it's not as likely that he'll yell at me. If he can come along to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong, even better. 2. Watch how I dress. Nothing short, nothing low cut, nothing tight, nothing showing too much skin. I've found it's just easier to wear a sweatshirt and sweatpants. I guess Austin's right. I'm taken. There's no reason for anyone to be looking at me, especially boys. Anyways, I don't want to look like a slut. 3. Keep myself away from anybody Austin doesn't like. This may include girls, but absolutely every boy is off the table. Don't look at them, don't touch them, don't get too close to them, don't even work with them in class. It's not that big of a deal. I've only had to switch partners once or twice. It only gets to be difficult when the teacher asks why. For some reason, I can't seem to come up with an explanation that doesn't sound crazy. I only know what to tell myself. If Austin were to find out, it wouldn't end well. Believe me, I've learned my lesson. Dear Diary, I didn't know that love could be so hard. I didn't know that you have to go through pain to love someone. Real, physical, crying pain. It's been almost 6 months, and my relationship with Austin has gone from a daydream to a nightmare right in front of me. Actions turned into mistakes, mistakes turned into disagreements, disagreements turned into fighting, fighting turned into yelling, and yelling turned into hitting. I wish I could say it only happened once, but it's been happening for a little while now, and I have the bruises to prove it. Austin tells me he grew up around hitting and that he's going to try harder not to do it, but he also tells me that if I weren't so stupid that he wouldn't have any reason to hit me in the first place. So, I don't know, I guess it could be my fault, it probably is, but I try so hard to be careful and respect him, and even then my heart just isn't good enough for him to stop. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. I don't have any friends to tell because they're all gone now, but I'm scared to tell my parents, my school administrators, scared to tell Austin to please just stop. I'm scared of being hurt, but more than anything, I'm scared of being alone. I love Austin, and I know deep down he loves me too. That's why I continue to stay. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll work up the courage to tell someone, to get help. Maybe I'll work up the courage to leave if it doesn't stop, but I doubt it'll ever have to come to that. All I know is that I can't be the only one going through this. Somebody has to have made it through this. That's the hope I'll keep holding on to until I figure out where to go from here. It's going to be hard, but I know I'll find my way. We all do. No matter how scary things are, there's always a way out. There has to be.
As you can see from this past short film, violence in a teenage relationship can become very real, very fast. To review, here are just a couple signs that you can experience teen dating violence. Physical marks of being physically violent, being threatened, mood swings, being controlled, jealousy, invading privacy, pressuring the significant other to do unwanted things, and many more. These are not the only signs and the types of violence that one can experience. They differ from relationship to relationship. Teen dating violence can happen to anyone, no matter what gender you are. If you believe that you're experiencing this, you are not alone, and there are ways for you to get help. You can call the National Dating Abuse Hotline at 1-866-331-9474. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Or you can talk to a trusted adult that may be a friend, family member, teacher, therapist, counselor, etc. Any of these ways are good places to start. Whatever you are most comfortable with is what you should choose. The first step you take is one to a brighter future in which you feel loved in a healthy relationship. Remember, we must break the silence to stop the violence. Thank you for your time. Never forget the healthy relationship that you deserve.